In my view, Donald Trump has only started a battle. The war will continue for a very long time. I have a few very specific points to make. Firstly, if you look at the Straits of Hormuz, the decision of the Iranians to close the Strait of Hormuz and to carry out a strategic attack on an oil tanker there in which 4 mariners were injured signals Iran's decision to dig deep, pull out all its strategic resources and fight this battle. Secondly, the reaction of Putin and the reaction of China. Neither is getting directly involved, but we are going to see a very interesting proxy situation that is going to be developing. The Iranians have an interim alternative leader who has been appointed. So you have some semblance of political stability even after the killing of Khamenei. And Ayatollah Arafi is going to be taking over the role of a supreme leader till a new leader is in place. So for the moment, you have a fair amount of political stability, given the fact that the Americans expected things to capitulate. That has not happened. Iran is not Venezuela. Its ability to hit and hit hard in the region is much more. And therefore, it's not like the kidnapping of Maduro. In that case, there was Rodriguez, who America could do its politics through. America was more deeply vested. In Iran, it is not. It is going to be impossible for the Americans to smuggle in someone into Tehran at a time when there is so much anger on the streets. Therefore, my third visual is of the protests that we are seeing across different cities in Iran. When you see the visuals, you must remember that the protests across Iran, these visuals, though the Americans say they are AI generated, the fact is they are not. There are huge protests in Tehran and Isfahan. And all the people who are neutral, there is a pro-government, anti-government, two clear divide, that is two clear divisions in Iran. But now there is also a large number of people who are on the middle ground. They are leading against America right now. So regime change is very far, far away. Regime change is not going to happen in Iran in the immediate future. Therefore, which brings us to the fourth point. Unless there are boots on the ground, this is going to be a very long-drawn war. If there are boots on the ground, it will be an even more long-drawn war. Neither the United States of America nor any of its allies will do anything more than airstrikes. Without boots on the ground, and unless the IRGC completely collapses and the Iranian regime collapses, then you cannot have a regime change operation. So in that sense, ladies and gentlemen, the strategic battle is continuing. For India, our concern are oil prices. What happens, so who dominates the Strait of Hormuz? If there is conflict over the Strait of Hormuz, then it will be very interesting to see whether Iran is able to battle that on its own. I predict a pitched maritime and naval battle at the next level. The war has been on the skies right now. Mark my words, watch the space. The battle now is going to be in the seas.